Now we're looking at the place value. Now what we want to do is to see how we can expound this number, this standard number, using their place value. You know that the place value of 2, let me start from 2. 2 is unit, or you call it ones. 4, the place value of 4 is tens. The place value of 3 is 100. The place value of 5 is 1000. So how do you expound that? Using the place value. You sum up the place value. You see 5,000, that is the place value of 5, plus 300, plus 4 tens, and plus 2 unit, or you say 2 ones. You can use unit or use ones. Now for the second one, look at it. You have, I told you that the first thing you do anytime you have this number is to put your comma, count 3 digits from your right. That is from 1, 2, 3. Put a comma. 1, 2, 3. So you know that the first one is tens. Sorry, the first one is units, tens, 100, 1000, and 10,000. That will guide you so that you won't make mistake. So the place value of 7 here is 7, 10,000. The place value of 8 is 8,000. The place value of 5 is 500. The place value of 1 is 1 tenth. The place value of 6 is 6 units, or you call it ones. Now let's go to number 3 example. The third example, you have this one. How do you pronounce this number? This number is 904,823. 904,823. I'm still going to teach you in our forthcoming video how to pronounce these numbers. 904,823 in the simplest way. That will be very easy for you to say any number or to pronounce any number. Now you have this one. Let's come back to this. The place value of 9 is 900,000. So sometimes I can ask you, what's the place value of 9? You say 900,000. So here 900,000 plus 0, 10,000, because the place value of 0 here is 10,000. The place value of 4 is 4,000. 8 is in the place value of 800. 2 occupies the place of tens, while 3 occupies the place of units, or you call it ones. So that's how you do that. Then number 4 example, count 3 digits from your right. 1, 2, 3. Put a comma. So how do you say this number? This is 84,926. So that is to tell you that 8 is in the place value of 10,000. 4 is in the place value of 1,000. 9 occupies the place of 100. 2 occupies tens, the place of 10. So you say it's 2 tens. 6 is 6 units. So that's how you say that. Let's move to the last example. Here you have 1, 2, 3. This is 381,645. So the place value of 3 is 300,000. The place value of 8 is 810,000. While the place value of 1 is 1,000. The place value of 4 is of 1 is 1,000. The place value of 6 is 600. The place value of 4 is 4 tenths, and the place value of 5 is 5 units. So that's how you do in expanded form. So you use the place value to do that. Now I'm going to show you now in the next one, now in a couple of minutes now, how to expound this one using the figure. You know, we are writing in words now. Like you have here 5,000. You write this one in words. 300, 4 tenths, 2 units. So what if you are asked to write it in figure? How do you go about it? So that's what I want to show you in a couple of minutes now. So now, let's say you are asked to write it in figure now. What do? You know that the place value of 5 is 1000. So instead of writing 5 and writing your 1000 in word, you now write 3 zeros for 1000. So 1000 has 3 zeros, 10,000 has 4 zeros, 100,000 takes 5 zeros. 100 is any number you are given, then you add 2 zeros. For example, 300 is 300. Tens is with 1 0. So you have, if you are talking of tens, you use 1 0. Like 20 now, you use 2 and 0. So let's come back to this example now. You have 5,000. So it's going to be 5 with 3 zeros, 5,000. 3 with 2 zeros, that's 300. 4 with 1 0 and 2 units. 2 units does not take any doesn't take any. So now we come to this. This is 78,516. So the 7 has a place value of 10,000. So it's going to be 70,000 because your 10,000 has 4 zeros. So you have 7 with 4 zeros. That is for 70,000. 8 for 8,000. 5 is 500. 100 we take 2 zeros. 10, that is 1 is 1 tens, so it's going to be 1 with 1 0 and 6 unit. Now another way of looking at it is, look at it now, your 7 is 70,000. That is the place value. So you take 7 and every other, how many digits do you have after 7? You have 1 2 3 4. So it's going to be with 4 zeros. For 8, how many digits do you have after 8? You have 1 2 3. So it's going to be 8 with 3 zeros. For 5, after 5 you have 2 zeros. So it's going to be 5 with 2 zeros. After 1 you have 1 digit. So it's going to be 1 with 1 0. That's how to, another way of looking at it. You don't need to cram 1000 as 3 zeros. Once you look at it, you can say, okay, every other digit I have after a number, that is the number of zeros it will take. Now look at this one. Now this is 904,823. So the first one, which is 9, has a place value of 100,000. So you're going to put 5 zeros, or you say that 9 and I have 1 2 3 4 5 5 zeros. 1 2 3 4 5. So that is 900,000. For 0, it's not, once you, anytime you have 0, you don't need to represent it there because it's going to be 0. So you count this one out. Now 4 is 4,000. That is the place value of 4. So it's going to be 4 with 1 2 3 3 zeros, and 8 with 2 zeros, 1 2. So you have 1 2. Now 20, that is 2 tens, is going to be 2 with 1 0. So you have this, and 3 units or 3 ones. Okay, take note of that. Now for the example 4, you have 84,926. So you have 80,000. That is the place value of 8. So sometimes when you're asked to write the place value of 8 in figure, so it's going to be 80,000. You can write it in figure this way if you're asked to write it in figure. If you're asked to write it in in words, you're going to write 80 8 10,000. 8 10,000. That is in words, but we've done that already. So this one is 84,000. So this is going to be 80,000. So 8 with 1 2 3 4 4 zeros, 1 2 3 4, and 4 with 3 zeros, 1 2 3. That is what you have there. 9 with 2 zeros, you have that there, and 2 with 1 0, because I have only one number after 2, so it's going to be 2 zeros, and 6 will be there. Now look at the last example. 381,645. The place value of 3 is 100,000. So it's going to be 3 with 5 zeros. I put that for you. 100,000 as 5 zeros. So it's going to be the number, the 3 with 5 zeros, or every other number you have. All the number you have here, they are just 5, so it's going to take 5 zeros. 8, we take 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Okay, so you have 80,000. And 1, we take 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. So that's what you have there. 1, 2, 3 zeros, and that is for 1,000. 6 is going to take 2 zeros. That's 600. And 4 is going to take 1 0. That's for 4 tens. And the last one, 5 units or 5 ones. So that's how to express it when you are asked to express it in figure. So I'm going to give you some questions to do. I will ask you to express this number in, this is expounded form. This is the expounded form. I will ask you to expound. This is the standard form, and this is the expounded form using the place value. So I'm going to ask you to do that. Expound this standard number in words and expound it in figure. So this is what I'm expecting you to do. Expounding a standard number like this in words, or you expound it in figure like we just did. So just put your mind on this. You can go back over and listen again. You'll surely get it. Thank you. So this is what you're going to do. Write in expounded form in words. That is what you have here is 7,594. I told you, always use your comma. Count 1, 2, 3, and then you put comma. 1, 2, 3, put a 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 comma. 1, 2, 3, a comma. So you see, this is going to give you units, tens, 100. So you have here, you'll be able to pronounce it very well. You have 7,594. 7,594. So what is the place value of 7? You write it there. 7, is it 1,000 or 100 or units or tens? You listen to what we have done before, you'll be able to write the correct answer for that. So that's what you're going to do in words. 700, 7,000, or 10,000. You write the correct one for this and send it to me. Do the same for all the questions 1 to 10 in words. Write that and then you send to me. I mark it for you. Okay. So now the second one you're going to do is to write the same numbers, the same examples given, the same question given to you. Write it in figure. Now you have to write it in figure. Write this number in figure. So what you have here is, if this is 7,000, so it's going to be 7 with 3 zeros, 7 with 3 zeros, 5 with 2 zeros, 9 with 0, 1 0, 4 with without any zero. That is 4 units. Don't forget, for this one, you just ignore when you're writing in figure. Just ignore this, and then so that means for this you're going to have just 4 of that, just 4 digits. So you see it anywhere you have 0, like this is 5 with 4 zeros, that is 50,000. You don't need to write for this, so you skip this. This is 4 with 2 0, that's what we occupy the second place, and then 2 with 1 0, so that means you have 20, and 8 as your unit, a single number. So for this also ignore the 0, go for 90,000, that is 9 with 4 zeros and 1 with 3 zeros, and 0, ignore that, 5 with 1 0, and then your unit 2. So that's what you do. That's how to go about it. I hope you are getting it. Okay, so do this and send to me. Let me mark it for you.